Continuing now our discussion with Bishop Bonnie Hunter, you last year were finally elevated to the position of bishop in Bible Way, the International Bible Way Church. You're the first woman ever to get that title.
First ever, and I am humbled and honored to receive that.
How much pushback did you get? Did they change the rules to
They were
try to work around it?
They were changing the rules the whole time. Every time my name came up to be elected, it was pushed back every year until finally the executive board and the board of bishops came together and was unanimous vote to vote me.
Did it feel odd, Bishop Hunter, always finding yourself the only woman in the pulpit when you would go to various church services, when you preside over church services or church events? There'd be all of the men in their, dressed in their clergy attire, sitting in the pulpit area, and you were the only woman sitting there in the middle. How did that make you feel?
It seemed uncomfortable, but I felt I belonged. And I felt that I needed to make a statement to include women. And so it was just like Rosa Parks. I'm not going to be moved because it's not about me. It's about the women. So even though it felt uncomfortable, it was something that I had to stick with. And I stuck with it.
So now you're the first woman, and you're still the only female bishop.
Yes, the only one.
Is there another on the horizon?
Well, when they make a district elder, that's the key. That's what they were afraid of. When you make a district elder,
that's the next step.
The next step is, yes. So they have elected a younger person who's a district elder. So I believe that doors open for that person and many others behind me that will one day become a bishop as well.
And what about pastors, women pastors? You said before they were doing it in secret, pastoring churches in secret.
Pastoring in secret.
Women no longer have to do that.
No. All they have to do is come and say they're pastoring a church and want to be a part of the organization, and they will give them credentials.
Do you know how many there are, women pastors there are approximately now in Bible Way?
I would say probably about 50. 50 that I have knowledge of.
Okay, and that's a big number for Bible Way.
Absolutely, and they're coming in.
You were an advocate. I mean, you really are a trailblazer. Did you set out to be a trailblazer, or just to do what you feel was the calling on your own life?
The calling on my own life set me up to be a trailblazer, because it was so many women that were held back. And I knew that I knew, because being raised the way I was raised and saying that women couldn't do it, and I kept hearing God speaking to me, and I asked one of the preachers, I said, how did God call you? And they began to tell me how God called them. I said, well, God called me the same way. And so
the only difference is I'm a woman.
I'm a woman. And that was always been the fight, being a woman. I said, God knows what he's doing. He chose me for such a time as this.
But you're the only woman now among all the other male bishops.
Yes.
Do you feel fully accepted?
No, I don't feel fully accepted, but I'm getting there, and I feel the embrace. I feel them accepting me. I'm a lady, and that's another thing they were concerned about, how you coming in here. I'm a lady, and I'm still a lady, but I have a voice.
A woman with a voice.
With a voice.
Who's not afraid to use it.
Not afraid to use it.
What advice would you give Bishop Hunter to other women who feel the call to pastor in their particular denominations, in their religious organizations, no matter what the organization is?
Well, the way I went, and when you hear God call you and you know it's God, you got to move on that. It's man will hold you back, but God will make the opportunity. He will open doors for you. But I would tell them to wait on it. Be patient. Continue to do what you're doing, because God will make the way. If God calls you, that's his problem. He's going to do it. He's going to open those doors. He's going to elevate you. Don't go for the title. Just do the work.
You see it in strictly spiritual terms, rather than in terms of naturally getting in there and struggling and fighting for yourself.
When I look at that, when you see spiritual, then you're looking at the humanity part. There was a lot of rejection, a lot of disappointments, a lot of fight, and you feel like quitting. But I couldn't quit because I just knew. In fact, I saw a vision that I was sitting among those bishops, and I'm like, oh, God. And now I'm in a place that I dreamed about.
Okay.
That God showed me. And I know that people behind me continue to stay where you are, fight, good fight. And God develops you in the process of waiting.
All right. Well, congratulations
Thank
again.
you. Thank you.
I know you have lots of followers in this area, and you have a nice, strong church, active church, and you've done a lot of good in the community in Prince George's County.
Thank you.
And now your good gets spread around the country.
Thank you. I'm so honored that you would have me
All right.
to be here today.
All right. Bishop Bonnie Hunter, thanks so much.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Next.